Taurus, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot, and I'm here to do your February 2019 reading. A funny thing happened on the way. So what happened is I shuffled in front of the camera, and I did it all, and I laid it all out, and I'd even talked about the first 3 cards, and then I went to show everybody the view, and I pressed something, and I shut the camera off. So I have to start over, and it's all laid out. I want to give you this reading that is for you, but it's all laid out already. I've already shuffled, and I already talked to you already. So here is the layout. This is your past, your present, and your future. And this card is a jumper over here. It jumped out as I was shuffling. Now I'm going to be very careful when I set it back up so I don't. Okay. So first we'll talk about the jump. First, I want to say Happy Valentine's Day to everyone, to those who celebrate it. And I also want to say that around Valentine's Day, I'll announce, if you're a subscriber, you'll get my notification about the live February mid-month. I'm going to do it live, and all the readings live, excuse me, and so please subscribe so that you'll get that notification. It's free to subscribe. And yeah, so this is your jumper, and it's the 4 of Pentacles, 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. And this is about a solid investment. You know, this guy is opening up his safe, and he's putting some money he's gotten for the day or whatever in his pouch there, and he's putting it all away secretly. You know, it's like he's up in the attic or something in the shadow, secretly putting his money away, stashing it. But this is for a very solid investment. Like, look at that chest, you know. That is one solid chest. And so this is about making a solid investment, okay? And like I said, 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. So the first card in your past is the Hanged Man. And it's about feeling in limbo, not really, like, you know, you kind of know what you want, or you know you want something new because you're tired of what you've been doing. You're bored of it. And it's kind of feeling in a rut. Not you could stay at where you are, or you could do something new. So it's kind of feeling like in a rut, okay? That's what the Hangman energy is about. Then you have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is very energetic, motivated energy, creative energy too. So I think there's a lot of energy inside of you that wants to create, to do something new, to be excited about something. This kind of, like, this horse is going, you know, fast. It's jumping over hills and leaps and bounds to do the goal, what you want. However, you're kind of trapped, you know. The 9 of Swords. The good thing is that you're going to come out of this very shortly. You're coming out of this. This also could be a young person, I want to say, a young fire sign or very energetic person that might help you get out of your funk, help direct you or get your creative juices flowing, you know. But so, you know, I can see that you really are, and you might be losing sleep too, have nightmares or anxiety, just kind of wrapped up in your head. And it looks like you have a lot of worries too. You have all these stresses, these knives hanging here behind you, and all these stresses, but again, you know, not moving. not participating, not doing anything like this. You know, where's this energy in all this? Where's that Knight of Wands energy in all this? Because this is what you want to be doing, but you're trapped. You're physically not feeling it and mentally not feeling it. It's kind of like, I can't, and what do I do? What do I do? You know, and you feel like you're not able to grab these opportunities, grab the that, I don't want to say that passion, maybe. You know, you want to have that passion again, but I think you're worried about it. You're worried about what are you going to do now, you know? This could be someone coming in fast to tell you about an idea, to tell you about some creative idea they have, which might get your juices flowing. I feel like they're going to be a catalyst for you. It's some sort of catalyst, okay? In your present, you have the Five of Swords. And in the Druidcraft Tarot, this is about someone walking away in a relationship. It could be a work relationship, could be a friendship, could be family, or it could be love. Usually, if it's love, it's represented by the Eight of Cups. So I think of this as kind of all other relationships. Basically, you said your piece. Somebody did. Somebody said their piece, and now they're walking away, or it's causing an end to this relationship, basically. You know, you've won the battle, but you don't feel like you've really won anything because you lost the friendship or the relationship. And you were right. You know, you have all the swords. You were right, and you found out what you wanted to find out. You got to the bottom of things, but it doesn't feel good. Okay? So then you have the King of Swords. And this is the foundation of your reading. This is right in the center of it all. And this could be an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Could be male or female. This is a man. He's a king, so he's a man. He's mature. He's very serious. You know, he seems very serious. He's very smart. He thinks a lot of things through. And he tries to be honest and fair. He likes fairness, and he says it like it is. He cuts to the truth. And this could be one of the people involved in this cut to the truth thing, you know. Maybe this is your energy, Taurus, and you're saying, I got to cut to the truth. You know, I don't like this murkiness, not really knowing. I got to know, you know, I got to know whether it's good or whether it's bad. I just got to know. And that's the kind of energy the King of Swords is. I've got to know. Or I've got to let you know. I've got to tell you. I can't not tell you. And so, you know, this could be what's going on in this Five of Swords, this loss of, it's a loss of face, too, you know. This guy's looking down in shame. He's embarrassed. He's walking away in shame. I think that you were able to see through the clouds. Like the clouds, to me, represent deep thought, you know, deep thought. And through deep thought, you were able to see what the truth was. But anyway, the Ace of Cups is your next card in your present, which is the first couple of weeks of February, I should say. So the Ace of Cups is a gift. It's an offer. It could be a love offer, or you know, it could be a renewal of this friendship, right? Because look at this, these two guys have had it out, because this guy thought really deeply about this and realized, you know, maybe they're missing the friendship. Maybe you want to start again, the relationship, the family relationship, whatever it is. Maybe there's a forgiveness here, because the Ace of Cups is about that too. It's not just about, you know, love and sex and relationships like lovers. It's about forgiveness and caring, loving without expectation. It's about that too. It's about stirrings. You know, this King of Swords, or you, Taurus, could be really missing this person who could be the King of Swords. But I think this is a renewal, a replenishing. Look at how that cup is feeding the whole land, you know, and this is a new beginning, and it could be happening right now, right after this lunar eclipse that we just had. You know, see the sun, or the moon. The moon is right above it there, and yeah, so this could turn out really well for you. In your future, we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles sometimes represents the single card. Being single, doing things on your own, able to survive, like being able to provide for yourself. You know, she's a woman that's able to provide for herself, and she's built really good foundations here, right? She's invested wisely into a solid investment, obviously. The Falcon, hold on a sec, because I had something about, I'd written down something about the Falcon. Oh, yes, okay. So the Falcon is about higher vision. Okay, it's a bit of superiority, rising above a mundane life. Okay, so this is kind of how you're elevating yourself too. You know, not that you think you're any better than anybody else, but you think that you've done pretty good for yourself. You're proud of yourself. You have a higher vision, and so it's asking you to ask yourself, are you living within that vision you had for yourself? Are you doing that? You know, because what do you want? How are you choosing to live now? So you might be asking yourself, or want to ask yourself, are you living within that vision you had for yourself? What you thought you would be doing? Okay. Also, I wanted to pay attention to this first line here. So this is your past, present, future. And here is the Hanged Man, right? And so if we're talking about in relationships, sometimes the Hanged Man means you need to surrender something, and not wanting to surrender. And so you keep yourself here hung in suspense, wondering how it's going to play out. This could be an attitude, a belief, a tradition, perhaps. But anyway, the thing is that it's going to come to the point where someone's going to walk away. They're going to say, or you're going to tell them, see you later, hit the road, because you're not really willing to sacrifice anything. This is about sacrificing for the greater good, having something more wonderful in your life. And if you're not willing to sacrifice, then it's like a risk, taking a risk to make something happen, to make something better happen. And so what could end up happening is you could lose if both people or the other person or one person isn't willing to risk. Then the other person says, well, geez, I'm doing all the risking. I'm not doing that. Sorry, see you later. And you could end up single, independent, wondering if you're living your vision of how you wanted to be living, what you wanted for yourself. You're kind of questioning where you are now. So then you get the Star. And the Star is like the wish card. It's it's the wish card in the major arcana, okay? Also, she's vulnerable here. She's naked, and she's trying to give back, is what she's trying to do here. She's replenishing. So in one vase, she's replenishing the water, and in the other vase, she's replenishing the rock. Well, nothing grows out of a rock. So for me, it's saying make sure your you're descriptive when you ask for what you want. When here I see this as you're wanting to go after your vision, that what you thought what you wanted for yourself, what you saw yourself doing, your door, what's through your door, what you've, the life you want to be living, okay? So this is the vision, and this is starting to fulfill it. Beginning to fill your own pool, fill your own desire, fulfill your own desires. Also, she's right by that sacred rock circle. I don't know what they call it, but I'm terrible for remembering things these days. It's just terrible. But so she's putting her wishes out there. She's taking a chance. She's in other decks, this one is about Pandora's box, so you could get your wish, right? But it may not be everything. It may not be what you expected. So be careful what you ask for. Define your wish. Define your vision. Really define it, because you will get what you ask for. So be careful what you ask for. That's what it's saying. So your last card in the future is the King, or no, not the King, the Seven of Swords. And this is about some sort of dispute. It's communication. There's clashing of ideas. Perhaps competition even. This guy is trying to figure out a solution to this problem. It could be with a group of people in the family, at work, many places. It could be in your love life even, because I see that, in this lineup here, these are the last cards in your past, present, and future. And here you have, the Nightmare card, worried about all your problems, as what's kind of immersed in, not immersed, swallowed in your emotions, you know, unable to move. Sorry, I'm saying so much. And then here's the Ace of Cups, you know, the renewal. But there's still some sort of problem. There's opposition. It's like getting opposition to where this could be going. Let's take some playing cards. You know what? Hold on. I am going to use the playing cards. Don't worry. But I think I want to take another row here because I'm really wondering about all these swords that are bothering you, all your worries. Oh, I'm so glad I did. So awesome. So the fourth card in your past lineup is the Four of Swords. So this means pausing to think about, okay, what's my next move? So the great thing about this, it's coming after your Nine of Swords. And so you're thinking, okay, I'm going to think about this logically. Let me just look at my options. Here's my problems. And okay, so let's take this one problem one at a time. And how could I figure this out? You know, someone once told me, if you write down your biggest worries, your biggest fears, your biggest problems, when you see them on paper, they don't look as daunting as they are going around and around, around and around. And I think of the Four of Swords very much as the writing, planning, mapping card. Sometimes we need to put it down on paper. And, you know, I get a little bit worried about losing our language, losing the act of writing or printing, for that matter, on paper, because it helps you work a lot of things out. It's very therapeutic, actually. And because in our minds, you know, you don't make lists in your mind. You don't go one dot, okay, what's that? You don't organize in your mind that way. And so on paper you do. With writing or printing, you do. So I really see the Four of Swords as a working it out on paper, writing it down, planning it, mapping it, okay? I have a video on here, if you look, it's called Star Mapping, and there's a few ideas in that on how to do that, okay? So just look at that video, and I've got 4 or 5 examples, templates on how you can star map, okay? The fourth card in your present, right under that Four of Swords, is rebirth. This is like the Judgment card. This says that you're being called to action. You're being called to basically your destiny. You know, you have a calling that you haven't answered yet. And now you are being called to do that. You know, this period of time when you're in limbo, sometimes we think, oh, geez, what a waste of time. But that was necessary for all this to come around, for you to get to this point. And this is rebirth. This is coming out of the cave, because now you're required, you're needed, and you need to... And see all the spirals? The spirals are about regeneration, expansion. What you put out when you drop the stone and all the ripples that it makes. What you're going to do, your calling, is going to ripple out. Okay? That's a big card. That is a big card. I'm so glad it turned over another one. So the fourth card in your future, which is the last 2 weeks of February and thereafter, is the Three of Pentacles. I love this card. It's about leaving your mark. You know, see that guy? He's making that, landmark. That's a landmark, and people know when they see that they're halfway to town, or this tells you, you know, this way to Dodge and that way to the Emerald City, you know. Anyway, this is about leaving your mark. People are watching you, what you're up to, and your progress, because the threes are about progress, about forward movement, action. You're starting to take action and use the tools you've been given. Also, the cat represents your awareness. You know, the cat's watching your back. Okay, and it's talking about your awareness. You are completely aware of your surroundings now, and you're confident. You know, you can turn your back. You're confident, but you're going to leave your mark. And isn't it cool that it comes right under the rebirth card? You know, of you have a calling. There's something that you're going to do. You're leaving your mark. I love it. I almost don't even need to say another thing, you know, but I will pull a couple playing cards for you. So I'm just using a regular playing card deck, you know, and an old friend of mine taught me the playing cards. She was my mentor for 20 years, and she even gave me her crystal ball, too. I've never, ever used it once, not yet, you know. I'll know when I'm ready, but... So what are the messages for Taurus? We got a lot going on, Taurus. There's some big things happening for you. You're trying to figure things out, you know. You're trying to figure it out. You're working late into the night. You're probably kept up at night a lot trying to figure out your problems, you know. But you're really destined for great things. I can see that now. You're going through a rebirth. You know, this is your time in the cave. Your time in the cave to reconsider. I think there is something you need to surrender, sacrifice, let go of. And, you know, maybe it's fear. You know, you're thinking, oh, geez, do I have to stop drinking? I only have 1 beer a week. No, it's not that. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's doubt in yourself, you know. Maybe it's that stuff you gotta let go of so that you can believe in yourself. Believe that you're bound for greatness, you know. What are the messages for Taurus? February 2019. Tell me. Oh, there's one. 5 diamonds. So this is financial gain. Okay, so this is seeing some of your money come back that you've invested, right? So, you know, here you had the 4 of Pentacles. Oh yeah, here you have the 4 of Pentacles, right? And so now you're starting to see one come back. There's one in the middle. It's like, hey, I'm earning some interest or something. Something's going on here. I'm seeing something happen for me. Maybe to alleviate your worries. You know, it's kind of funny because you do have the 9 and the 3 of Pentacles. You have 2 9s. It's really great. Your life is about to change big time. I think big changes are coming. You do worry a lot, though, dear. You worry so much. All right, come on. One more card for Taurus. February 2019. One more card. Come on, baby. Gave me exactly one more card. So you got the wishful thinking. I think that it's saying that, you know, you don't need to worry. You know, what you're thinking is going to happen. You know, it's not going to say you're going to be a millionaire. But I think it's telling you that you're investing in the right thing, because this is a solid investment, and it's saying you're investing in the right thing. You're heading in the right direction financially. I don't think you need to worry so much. You know, it'll work out. It'll work out. You'll get there. It'll be all right. So I'm going to leave it at that, Taurus. I think this is a good wrap-up. You know, you don't want to go too far with these things. And this is just about right. So please like, share, and subscribe. I want to thank you for all your comments. You just really say wonderful things to me. Thank you for all your views last month. Next month's videos are going to be according to views as well. So also please hit that subscribe button. It's free to subscribe. It really helps me let my advertisers know that you like me, and it's the only way I get paid, really. So for all these videos. So I do appreciate it. Thank you very much, and have a great month, Taurus. Bye now.